talking basketball. They're fucking dumb as shit. They talk about basketball, but they will make dumb ass jokes.
Hello and welcome to Pod Don't Lie with Sam and Stav. We are here, the ultra rare Sunday Lord's Day edition of Pod Don't Lie. That's when we're recording. Maybe it comes out Monday morning. Maybe it comes out Sunday night. Who knows? The point is, we are here, your boys, Sammy and Stav, fresh off a wild motherfucking Game 6. A Game 6 I don't think anyone saw coming. The fucking Nuggets, dude. The Nuggets have staved off elimination yet again, forced another Game 7 back-to-back series.
Michael Porter was right. That's what we need to talk about.
No, okay. Time the fuck out.
The ball, and look what happened. Michael fucking Porter Jr.
All right, hold on. What was his line in those games? Do you happen to see that?
He hit a big three down the stretch.
He did. Okay. 5. I will say, in Game 5, I will give him – I think he only had like 4 points going into the fourth or something. Like he was having a quiet game, but he hit a wild three in Game 5.
Yeah.
That when everyone – I have to say – it looked like nobody else wanted to shoot. Game 6, I didn't see that from the Nuggets. Game 6, they looked incredible. They looked fearless. Jamal Murray, I mean, it's just like he was calling for ISOs on PG. He was fucking cooking PG. Like Jokic played out of his fucking mind. Right now,
Jamal Murray is having a superior playoffs to PG, who I don't think anyone would have said going into the playoffs, I'd rather have Jamal Murray than Paul George.
Right. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. I don't think there's any question there's no question statistically, like who's having a better playoffs.
But not just statistically. You got to give PG credit on the defensive end, but
you got to give him credit when he was neutralizing Jamal Murray. The last couple games, he has not done that. Although he did. You know what's crazy? PG's box score today was not bad. But
it was good. He had over 32 or something.
Yeah. But you know what? That was a lot in the first 3 quarters. Winning time, dude. It wasn't just, I mean, I love to trash PG, but it wasn't just PG. I mean, Kawhi had another one of those, didn't really seem like he could be bothered to play games. And he really sort of is, it's like he's fucking, load managing in the middle of Game 6, an elimination game.
I have no doubt that the Clippers are going to win Game 7, but.
I have a doubt. I didn't have a doubt that they were going to win this game. I thought Game 5 was like, wow, that's huge for them. Everything broke right. They fucking rallied.
Them taking
the Clippers,
3 in a row off the Clippers would be insane.
It's insane that they forced a Game 7, dude. Really,
I agree. I'll tell you one thing about Jokic. Like, I'm looking at his line right now, 13 for 22. He was taking some absurd shots. Like, dude. I feel like he was taking one-legged fadeaways. Like, those were like Dirk shots, but off the wrong foot.
I'm loving it, dude. Yeah, he looks like orthopedic Dirk. He looks like Dirk in like after he went to Overeaters Anonymous. Dirk at Fat Camp, just taking Dirk had a fucking hoagie addiction and ended up at a fucking fat camp, and he's just
Marc
wrecking.
Gasol in high school.
Yeah, he looks like. Yes, dude. It's the Marc Gasol in high school body with the Dirk. I mean, that rainbow is hysterical. You're right. He's shooting it flat-footed.
Dude, he's not. It's funny. Like Allen Iverson, it's like one thing to shoot a rainbow when you got to get it up over a guy who's 6'7" guarding you. He's like 6 feet, right?
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic is gigantic. And
yes.
Fucking go. Like he's a dude that if you were playing in the park, that would like hit a tree and you'd be like, all right, my ball.
Yeah.
But in the bubble, it's good.
He'd make all of them except the one that hit the fucking power line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was trying to shoot those. I mean, that is such a fun shot. And Jokic, I mean, one of the biggest takeaways from this playoffs will 100% be the Denver Nuggets are making a real case to go from like a lovable upstart team to a real deal contender. What they've done against the Jazz and now against the fucking Clippers with the kind of personnel that should be a problem. I mean, except for, again, the biggest glaring hole for them defensively is center. No one can really bother Jokic. You've seen Zubac take a lot more minutes, but that aside, they're an incredible defensive team. You know, you could say whatever you want to say. The Utah Jazz, it's like, yeah, you caught them. You can win 3 in a row against them. They don't have the fucking defense to stop you.
That's the thing is like,
or the depth.
The Clippers defensively, you know, Pat Bev fouled out of this game. He was having a good game.
Yeah, that was awesome. Fuck Pat Bev. I've turned.
I mean, Pat Bev is like making this team kind of unlikable. As much as I kind of love Pat Bev for just being a dog and playing his heart out, just the constant shit talking when Jokic is like, yeah, I'm just gonna do what I do.
Yeah, I'm just a much better player than you in every way, except defensively, whatever. But I will just say I'm so impressed with the Nuggets because, you know, we've seen a lot of teams get to where they were at the start of this playoffs. You know, we've seen a lot of teams get to that, you know, right before, not the conference finals, right before the or I guess they did. No, they didn't get the conference finals last year. We've seen people get to the semifinals a lot, and young teams do that. But it's like, you know, they never quite reach the next step. And even if they don't win tomorrow, what they've done makes you think like, yeah, I trust Jokic. I trust Murray. I like Murray a lot, but Murray felt like list the shooting guards you'd have over Murray before the playoffs.
He's like, is he a point guard? Is he a shooting guard?
But just think about the guards in the West. Who would you have over Murray? The list is so fucking long that you're like, yeah, he's good, but is he like, he's got to be clutch in the playoffs for me to think that he's worth it. Worth that fucking max.
He looks ridiculous, and they're like one move away right now because Gary Harris on D just looked great, making great strips, hitting big shots.
It's big that they have him back for sure.
Big that they have him back. MPJ, dude, I just watch how he looks, like his form. Like just for me, the eyeball test, I'm like, this he's going to be a star. Like he's going to be so fucking good.
Yeah.
So they benefited.
He's not, I will say, well, you're right to have, I mean, MPJ is not scared whatsoever.
Not at all, dude.
Yeah, like to an insane degree. That three that he hit was so crazy. And in Game 5, it wasn't just that three. I literally took notes because I was like, what the fuck? I could not believe he was playing that good. When everyone looked kind of scared, he shot the big three, and he got them even. And then he got a rebound, and he fucking like blocks Kawhi. He blocks Zubac, I'm sorry, and gets the rebound. It was fucking. It was
too, like in the huddle, he's just saying annoying shit. Like he's talking to like Murray and Jokic, and he's like, "Who do you think benefited more from 9/11 than the Jews?" And they're like, "Just fucking, just go in the corner. Just stop talking and just go in the corner. We'll get you the ball."
Yeah.
He's just throwing conspiracy theories. He's like,
100%.
He's like, towers don't just fall that way. Like that's
he's
not
like,
how
what about
falls.
Building 7? You got yeah, dude. Maga Porter Jr. is playing incredible. You got to give him credit for that, and he does not look scared. And he hit another big shot in this one, but Game 5 is when he really impressed me. I mean, Game 5 it's crazy. Okay, it's one thing to win 2 of these games, right? It's a completely other thing to win them when you were down 15 in the third fucking quarter twice. It was crazy, dude.
But you know what I get from watching this series is they just don't really play well together. The Clippers, they have such good talent. Like they're fucking, the names on that roster are insane. But the Denver Nuggets, like this team, like we talk about continuity, and they have it, dude. They've had it for a while. Like you just slip one more guy in. This is, as you said in the Patreon, like this is like these are mercenaries. You know,
certainly it doesn't feel like a team and. It doesn't feel like a cohesive team, and especially like with the wackest franchise. Like the Clippers fucking suck. I mean, Blake, you have Lob City. That felt like their own thing, but this is like cool. That was cool. I love that team, absolutely that iteration of the team, and it felt kind of organic because they drafted Blake, and Chris Paul comes and Doc. Doc is like, I want to start
Eric
over
Gordon
from the Celtics.
right before that.
Eric
Remember?
Gordon. Yeah, it was and Lob City, all that stuff, that felt kind of like organic. And it's like, okay, cool. If the Clippers win with like kind of a homegrown team, that's one thing. But it's like the team no one gives a fucking L. I mean, we're looking at it with the Nets in New York, where it's like the team no one really gives a fuck about. That Brooklyn's a little cooler than the Clippers, I'd say. But
I don't think so. But I'm a Knicks fan, so that's,
with Nash, it's kind of hard. I mean, I'm just taking an objective stance here. Brooklyn is cooler than like also LA, but not as good. You know what I mean? Like it's at least a separate identity.
The Knicks' incompetence to build anything, and to now they want to move Julius Randle, and it's like, who wants Julius Randle?
Yeah.
Like, I would kill to get rid of him. But so that's a problem.
No, they're absolutely trying to sell a bunch of laser disc players in like 2000. That's what trying to get Julius Randle off your books now is. It's like, why?
Yeah.
They're like, look, it's going to be big. It's HD DVD. Fuck all that Blu-ray stuff.
Yeah.
We're buying HD DVD stock.
They're like starting Blockbuster. They're like,
Yeah.
you go to the store and rent it. And we're like,
Yes.
no, we don't do that anymore.
The Knicks last year invested heavily in rental video stores last year, and now they're like, ooh, maybe we can sell these stocks. Maybe we can sell stocks in these.
Dude,
these
it's
stores.
tough. And I mean, the Clippers, the one thing I'll give them as a franchise is they earned this. Like, they got this by Doc being a great coach, by overachieving last year with Tobias and Gallinari and Pat Bev and Montrezl Harrell. Like, that was great coaching to get a mediocre team. Even, they look good against the Warriors in the first round. And that's what attracts superstars when you have a good culture.
Right.
And my Knicks just don't have a good culture. So that's why we're not getting the free agents.
They earned it, but they earned it with shrewd general managing. You know what I mean? Like, they earned it in like the way that like people just don't connect to. I agree. They did. I mean, they had so many great trades. You could argue the one big mistake they made is Michael Porter Jr. They draft Shea and then Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and then right after they had 2 picks back to back before the Nuggets. And I don't remember who the guy was that the other guy was like some kind of project also, sort of, kind of like Michael Porter. And they just, but it was like they were perfectly poised to draft Michael Porter Jr. because it's like, all right, you get Shea, you get the guy that's going to play, and then you have these extra picks. Why not, stash one of these guys and see what happens with him? But yeah, other than not drafting Michael Porter Jr., they were perfect, kept the cap space clean. They were, they kind of wanted Kawhi and they went after him without being like too aggressive about it. But yeah.
You know what I think about all day though, man, is just Kawhi in Toronto. I know for his life, like, you can't tell these people where to play because look, he's a California guy, but you look at that roster and you're like, oh, Siakam could have been Siakam if Kawhi was there. Kyle Lowry would have just risen to the occasion again.
Oh my God, that team wins the championship. I don't think it's question.
I think it's not even a question. They make it to the finals.
They definitely make it to the finals, and then I guess they play the Lakers. And
the Raptors almost took the Celtics with Siakam having an all-time dog shit series, and it went 7.
Horrible. And we should talk about that, by the way. We're all wrapped up because we just watched the Nuggets beat the Clippers, and it was awesome. And by the way, that's what I love about sports. It's like you can talk and you can have takes but when you're just watching a game, your heart tells you who you want and what you really want. Yeah. And dude, I was so pumped that not only the Nuggets were winning, but that the Clippers were losing. It was fucking awesome. I'm just over here in this fucking Airbnb. Me and I just got back from a fucking nice long nature walk, and I'm like, let me throw this game on, and I'm gonna prep for the podcast. And I'm sure it's going to be shitty, so I'll just look up stats from the Celtics series, and I'll look up, and I'm going to do all this prep. Yeah. And then the game was fucking incredible. I just thought game. I just had it's crazy, dude. You don't come back like that twice back to back. And of course this says something incredible about the Nuggets because they've done this, but it also is this is not what championship teams do. It's like, even if the Clippers win, this is some real fraudulent bullshit stuff. It
just feels like bullshit. It feels like when you cast a shitload of big actors and the script is dog shit.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And you're like, hey,
one of those that's one of those that's about a holiday, like Valentine's Day. Or
the holiday.
The holiday.
Paul George is Kate Winslet. Yeah. Kawhi is Jack Black. It's like, look, he's got winning pedigree, but they can't raise this above a 1-star piece of dog shit.
Yeah, it's Pearl Harbor.
Will is Jude Law.
Yes, dude.
I'm just naming. But it does feel like a dog shit movie where you're just like, you've got the cast, but you just can't make it a good movie. And
you keep waiting for them to turn it on, and it just almost. They're a much better version of, if they eventually lose, it's going to be a much better version of Philadelphia, where we're just like, we keep waiting for you to turn the corner. And now that's how good the Clippers are, because they're the number 2 seed. They were an incredible, top 5, I think, offense and defense, if I'm not mistaken. And, they were incredible. And Kawhi, we saw that he was averaging 30 throughout the playoffs. I don't know if he still is. But yeah, this is just you don't drop 2 back-to-back elimination games when you're up 15 as a champion. Like that just adds to my hypothesis or my fuck, I'm so stupid. I went from hypothesis to thesaurus and I meant to say thesis. God damn, I'm so dumb. My thesis about how I just can't support them winning because it's like it's like they are the epitome of the like insta team that no one has any roots there, no one can really root for, and it's like
Well,
for
Kawhi
franchise,
and PG are both California guys, so they do technically have roots, you know.
yeah, I guess. I mean, PG,
But I know what
PG
you're
was
saying.
star hopping.
I get it. I mean, also you clearly don't like Paul George. You clearly don't like Pat Bev.
I like Kawhi. I like Kawhi. I like Lou Will. I like
Mook.
Trez.
Everyone likes Mook.
I like Mook, despite his dirty play. I like I like even
But
like
you can like players and still hate the team. Like we talk about Boston. Like I like all the players on Boston.
Yeah.
I really do. I think they're awesome.
Dude,
players.
watching this game, it made me like I want the Clippers to lose more than I want Boston to lose. That's how much it's at, dude.
Don't get carried away.
I'm telling you. I'm just telling you what's in my heart.
All right.
I'm coming out to you. If I told you I wanted to suck a guy's cock, you'd be like, hey, maybe kiss him a little bit. I don't know about all the way. Basketball coming out right now is not fully hating the Celtics the most.
I respect your lifestyle choice, dude. I always have. I've always embraced what you're doing.
They're not for me.
You're doing a podcast right now shirtless, and I haven't said a word. I love it. I love what you're doing. I love the energy you bring to the pod.
Yeah. You guys can't see, but I have "fuck the Clippers" tattooed under both of my breasts if I lift them up.
And dude, if you hold one up, it just says "fuck," and we can Photoshop any team on the other tip. I love it.
But yeah.
So you were hardcore rooting for the Lakers to win it all right now.
You know, dude. Well, okay, so let's talk about that because I'm happy to watch like we were texting before the show and you're saying, and I get what you're saying. You sort of want the Clippers to win because Clippers-Lakers will be an incredible series. And I agree. I think
it's going to be an epic series. I could see it going 6 now though. I see a lot of holes in the Clippers. I think the Lakers take it no matter what. But here's one thing I like about the Lakers is we talk about like teams fitting. And even though the Lakers have a similar mercenary vibe, you know, Kuzma and LeBron were there. They have guys who've been there. Obviously, AD is new, but the team just, and so is Danny Green, a lot of these. But the team just kind of fits. Like Rondo kind of, I know I fucking suck off Rondo a lot on this podcast, but dude, he's playing great ball. And like LeBron has always needed another ball handler because he just gets tired out doing so much in the playoffs. And Rondo is like kind of perfect, man. Like he doesn't do too much. He makes a smart pass. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He's hitting threes all of a sudden. Yeah, his brother's a fucking badass.
The guy on the barbershop. The guy who's running all the barbershops down there. Dude, shouts out to Rondo for getting that done.
Screaming at Russell Westbrook at the end of the game.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Playoff Rondo's brother, dog.
Yeah.
That whole family gets crazy once the
Willie Rondo is such a good name too, by the way. Are you kidding me? That's fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, well, because I agree with you, right? I think it's going to be a really good series. I actually think the Clippers' biggest problem is like getting up for these games. It's like heart. I think in a weird way, they will play their best against the Lakers. I really do.
Yeah. There's no question.
I don't think it's like – I don't think they'll wilt. I think if anything, the better the competition, the more – it's almost – you almost get a vibe from this team that they're bored, even though they're dropping – you know, when someone is making a – I mean, they didn't score what? How many points did they even score in the third quarter? They went like 7 minutes without scoring a fucking field goal.
I don't think –
You're getting disrespected by the Nuggets, but that didn't wake them up. I think there was like a personal animosity – between them and the Lakers. I don't, for whatever reason.
For so many reasons, dude. They're both in LA. Kawhi and LeBron have this fucking.
Yeah, it certainly seems that way. It certainly seems like Kawhi, even like the more you think about how long it took him to make his decision, it's clear that he was just doing that so the Lakers couldn't sign any good free agents.
Oh, totally. Like LeBron's text him like, "What are you thinking, buddy?" He's at some New Balance shoot, just like, still not sure. Winky face.
Yeah, he's like, "Yeah, go ahead and make the shoes blue and red." At the New Balance factory. He's getting LA our way fucking hoodies, New Balance hoodies made. Yeah, I mean, so there's that. So I think they'll play great.
There's also Paul George and AD who both want a ring very bad. Like they're thinking legacy. There are legacy guys here. Lou
Yeah.
Will's a little older. There are guys, but then you got Danny Green, who's also won a couple rings on. Like there is championship pedigree on the Lakers. Rondo, Danny Green, JaVale McGee's won a ring. I'm just being serious. Like these guys know what it takes to
JaVale
win.
McGee, championship pedigree. Let's list all the centers that just got rings because they were on a fucking juggernaut. Will Purdue.
But you don't
this
think
is
that
championship
saved,
pedigree.
You don't think the Warriors saved JaVale McGee's career?
Yeah, I know they did, but it doesn't mean that's exactly my point. He's okay.
But I think it made him a much better player.
For sure. So I think that'll be a great series. And I think
So it's going to be Lakers Clippers. You're saying?
Well, no, I'm saying if it were Lakers Clippers, I think it goes 7 games, and I don't know that the Clippers. I'm not. My point is, if the Clippers survive this series, I don't think it does not change my opinion of what Lakers Clippers was going to be one way or the other, because I think they're a totally different team.
I agree 100%.
But I think Nuggets Lakers would also be really fucking cool and fun to watch. I think.
But and I didn't think that before. I think we both were like, fuck, we don't want to see it anymore. But the Nuggets have been interesting. The Nuggets are clearly the third best team in the West right now. I don't think there's any argument.
Yeah, in the bubble, sure.
Well, who do you? They're clearly better than the Rockets.
Yeah, I think
the Rockets are a fucking disappointment, dude. And this is it. Harden's got to get out of there if he wants to win. He ain't winning in Houston.
Yeah, it's over. The report came out. D'Antoni said, "Fuck you guys, I'm not playing. Fuck Tillman Furtada, that motherfucker."
We're paraphrasing here on that.
Yeah,
podcast.
that was a direct
said,
quote.
"Suck my dick, I'm out."
He said, "Tillman, you can suck my fucking dick," in his southern drawl. Tillman Fertitta can take those golden nuggets, poker chips, and shove them straight up his fucking ass for all I care.
Where is he going?
I don't know. That's a great question.
There aren't a lot of options.
Yeah, in a weird way, before Nash went to Brooklyn, you could see him being the run the offense, run ISO ball 2.0, Rockets ball 2.0 with you could argue even better you could argue Durant is a more gifted offensive player even than Harden, and then Kyrie is definitely a better offensive player than either Chris Paul or obviously Russ. So that might have been an interesting point.
Chris Paul for a couple years in the Rockets was pretty incredible. I get it.
I just mean pure scoring, pure
Kyrie
high octane offense.
Great score. I just think I don't really. Indiana I know is going to make a run at it. Maybe
talking about Indiana. That seems weird to me.
They just don't have.
Although Indiana, McMillan was such a defense-first coach, I could see Indiana being like, "Fuck it, we want to shake it up, and let's give the keys to D'Antoni."
Do they have the roster to entice Mike D'Antoni?
If you trade Sabonis for a guy who shoots, and Miles fucking Turner is exactly kind of the center for a D'Antoni off. Think about it, dude. Think Miles Turner, who can shoot threes, and he's kind of like perfect Robert Covington. He's kind of like more of a center type Robert Covington.
I'm not saying that they don't have the style of play to entice him. I'm saying do they have the
quality?
Talent?
I see. Yeah.
And I think Sabonis. I don't think they should trade Sabonis. I think they should. I think Sabonis is their best player.
I think they should trade one of the two centers only because it seems like Oladipo is either cooked or he doesn't want to be there. So
I don't think he's cooked. I think this injury. I think by the time the next season starts, he's going to be good, but it's a risk because he's going to want the max. So.
It's a risk for a small market team to put that kind of money into a guy who's fucking.
But he's an Indiana guy.
There was those reports where he's fucking tired of being there, and there was even people that said he's going to come to the Knicks, which is like, no thanks.
No, I don't want to max that guy out, but I also think he is a great two guard. He plays D, he can shoot. I just think he looked a little cooked in the playoffs. I don't think it's going to. I think it's going to be like Gordon Hayward, where he looked cooked, and then he has that resurgence.
And then he has 4 good weeks, and then gets injured again.
Look, probably if he comes to the Knicks, 3 good weeks, and then he's injured again. But I don't feel great about the Knicks' future. Yeah, let's change the subject.
Sure. In terms of you know what we should. So we've got a lot of threads to double back on. But I'm saying Nuggets Lakers. I think it'll be a really fun. Look, the Lakers defense has been carrying them. So if the Clippers couldn't stop the Nuggets, it's like, well, will the Lakers be able to? That's an interesting wrinkle. you will, but also just to throw the matchup stuff out of that. Throw like, how good are these Nuggets? I mean, are they gonna? We talked about the Rockets catching fire and winning a championship. Could that just sort of happen with Denver? Because they shot the fucking lights out of the ball.
Of course, it could. I mean,
But that's
to
what I
go
mean,
7
like-
with the Clippers.
But that's not something we would have thought. We would not have thought.
Exactly.
Of
No,
course, it could at the first round.
Dude, I thought they would beat the Jazz in the first round. I thought the Clippers would cook them. I did not.
Yeah, 5
did
games.
not-
I thought it was going to be 5 games.
I cannot believe. I mean, the Clippers just aren't that fun to watch. Weirdly, like they're for all their talent. I mean, Paul George has got that sweet stroke and like and
the only time. Yeah, sorry. The only time I find myself
game is just he just looks flat in the fourth quarter today. He looks tired or disinterested. I don't know.
Yeah, the only time I find myself enjoying watching the Clippers is either when it's like a 5-point game and Kawhi looks engaged and he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna do the thing. I'm just gonna put this team on my back. I'm gonna do the thing a superstar does. Or I enjoy when they just when they need buckets and they just say, Lou Will go like cook.
Right.
But the team, I don't enjoy watching the team, So the Nuggets, so that's what I'm saying. I just think
if they lose, is Doc, would you fire Doc?
No, come on. Well, fuck. My
You said it very
instant
quickly.
reaction is to say no, but the second you think about it, you're like, now we're thinking about the Houston collapse where, there's a reason. The reason that stat, the Clippers have never made it to a conference finals exists is because Doc's teams collapsed because he didn't do a great coaching job.
Because he doesn't have his defensive specialist on the sideline with him, Tom Thibodeau, who is now a New York motherfucking Knick.
Who's now a New York fucking Knick. And from what I hear, the motherfucker's been puffing on some goddamn cushy dreams. Is that what you've been hearing? Is that what the word? Is that the word on the street, Sam?
I love Cushy Dreams, dude.
I love Cushy Dreams myself, and honestly,
That is the word in the street.
The word on the street is Tom Thibodeau has been smoking Cushy Dreams, and because he won't give any to Doc Rivers, that's why they just dropped 2 games, and there's going to be a game 7. Yes, Cushy Dreams is some of the best, finest, high-quality CBD. We're fans of it. They have specific blends like energy, hustle, relax, and dream. Too bad there's nothing called defense. Doc could smoke that to stop Nikola Jokic. But I don't know.
I think Doc only smokes that when he's talking to his son Austin. I think. We need a Succession theme song. I wanted them to meet Logan and Kendall.
But look, if you want to look, the Cushy Dreams, it's a fine product. We fucking love. We personally love it. We've been smoking it around here. It looks like high quality marijuana. It feels like it, tastes like it, but it's just CBD. All the health benefits of CBD without getting high. It's under 3.
I get a buzz. off.
You get a buzz, but you're not fucking stoned.
No,
you know
it's
what I mean?
nice.
It's like it's the health benefits. You're calm. You're fucking ready for bed. Or if you take one of their more sativa blends, you got an energy or a hustle, something like that. You're fucking alert. You're ready to go. You're ready to work. You're ready to game plan so you don't lose to the fucking Nuggets 2 times in a row. I love it.
I mean, I wish I could get more. I mean, I wonder if they would send me more. The pre-rolls are good. I was more of a flower guy. Now I'm on the pre-roll kick because you built it up so much. I start smoking. I'm
told you, brother.
Because you can also put it out and then re-smoke it another.
Exactly. And there's nothing like the ritual of smoking a joint, except you don't want to get fucking stoned out of your fucking gourd, so you just smoke a little high quality Cushy Dream CBD. Yeah. I agree, Sam. It would be nice to get some fresh pre-rolls. It'd be a real shame if the quality of these ad reads fell off because we didn't have any free Cushy Dreams.
Because we're all fucking high-strung.
Because we're all high-strung because we don't have any high quality. That's how good Cushy Dreams is. That I don't think we're going to be able to adequately do these ad reads without Cushy Dreams. And that goes to show you we've become chemically dependent on Cushy Dreams, folks. And there's not a better advertisement for a product than that. Me and Sam are straight up addicted.
I love it. I really do like it.
I love it too, brother. So look, if you want to develop this addiction like me and Samuel over here, go to cushydreams.com, KUSHY dreams.com. At checkout, use promo code PODDON'T, PODDONT, for 15% off your first order. Smoke your CBD because you can. Because you can. That's right, brother.
We're good, man.
Yeah, we're so good. That That is the Clippers' last two games. Clippers' performance the last two games of slogans right there. Smoke your CBD because you can.
What about this? What is there any chance that Doc gets fired if they lose and they bring in Mike D'Antoni?
Oh my fucking God, that's hysterical.
Is that possible?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think you know what's crazy? I think right on that staff, there's two people I would think about. There's Ty Lue and there's Sam Cassell. I mean,
Sam Cassell's never gotten a shot, which is
crazy.
Weird.
It's crazy. He's been I think he's due. I think it's about time he got a shot, and I think he's probably like fire. I mean, if he's anything like he was as a player, he's fiery. He's like he can probably get his team going.
Underrated.
Underrated
as a player. I don't even think he made an all-star team, dude. Maybe he made one.
I think I feel like he maybe made one in the Minnesota that good Minnesota season, but I might
dude,
be wrong.
He would cook point guards, dude. I remember just stories of him just fucking. I mean, I saw him live a couple of times and remember just thinking this guy is such a fucking baller.
Yeah.
Like
I love him. Baltimore's own. He's one of the top Baltimore ballers, baby. He'll always have a place in my heart. But I think Sam Cassell. I mean, I just think. Or if it's not Sam Cassell, it could be Ty Lue. Ty Lue's actually gotten a championship before. You know what I mean?
He played till he was 39, and he still averaged 15.7 and 6 dimes.
That's insane. Where did he play at the end? I don't remember.
He was on Boston for the last year.
Weird. What year was that?
2007, 2008. Was that the year they won?
I don't think he was on that. I don't feel like he was on that team.
He was he was on, you know what? He was on that Clippers team at 36 and made it I think it was the second round or something. 17 a game on that team. God damn.
Wild. Yeah, Sam Cassell rocks. He's a guy that really should be getting a look as a coach. I mean, he's been on Doc's staff forever, I feel like. Anyway, that's a great question. I mean, like I said, my reflex was to say no, there's no way they fired Doc, but if you have all this, you want to get a fucking championship, but then again, who do you replace him with? And I think you would only replace him with somebody who's won a fucking ring.
He was an all-star once.
Was it on Minnesota?
2003. Yeah, so Minnesota, yes.
Yeah.
He averaged 19.8 a game that year.
That team was so fun, and they
and
blew it.
7 dimes. They blew it against the Lakers, though, man.
I know, it's tough.
And Garnett was just cooking dudes.
I was rooting for him. That
shake fadeaway was just unguardable, man. He was so good.
So good.
And Spree, my man, Spree.
Of course, Spree. Some of the worst contract negotiating of all time. But anyway, so look, we're
Cushy
getting.
Dreams they try to renegotiate. I'm like, I got to feed my kids, man. Fuck.
Yeah. So look, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, right? There's still Game 7. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait.
But that's what we do on this podcast.
You're right. So now Doc they've lost. Doc has been fired. Kawhi has gone. They've traded. No. They've traded all those draft picks. It would be so funny if Kawhi and Paul George just left after they traded the Thunder like every draft pick they ever had.
Do they have? Well, I thought they signed 2-year deals. Is it
2-year deals? They have one more.
One more year.
One more year.
I think if you don't get a ring out of this, you're pretty upset if you're the Clippers.
That would be a wild move if they fucking left, bro. If you don't get a ring, it's a abject failure. You fucking mortgage your whole franchise. You're right. I love getting ahead of ourselves. The Clippers are failures.
Kawhi you might keep them just because they want to be in LA. Like that is what the NBA is now.
Certainly, I actually don't see them leaving. But it would take step one would be losing this series and then having a horrible year next year. But I just don't see that happening. I just see, especially because, who knows? This is such a weird – the other thing is this is a really weird circumstance. And I know that, the Clippers home court advantage doesn't mean the same as it does for a lot of other teams. But, Game 7 would be at home, right? Like, even if they lose, you can sort of say, like, no team would lose – no team would lose 3 in a row going home. You know what I mean? That was that much better than this team. But, hey, man, that's the reality. What can you say?
NBA, baby. You never know.
I think NBA.
we got to talk about the Raptors and the Celtics.
Yes, of course.
That series was incredible. I mean, like,
incredible
because the
series.
Raptors are a significantly worse team than the Celtics.
Right. For just talent-wise, sure, you could say
No
that.
question. I mean, the Celtics didn't even have Gordon Hayward, who, like, fuck, maybe that helped them. I don't know. But Tatum really got to just ball out. Marcus Smart is
I wouldn't say no question. I would say the way Siakam was playing the series, no question. When you're theoretically best player, when you're theoretical all-star, like, you know, the heir to Kawhi, your budding superstar, you're Jason. Imagine if Jason Tatum was playing like Brad Wanamaker, and then yes, you would say the Celtics suck. That's what happened to the Raptors. Their fucking Jason Tatum played like dog shit.
Here's the problem with the Raptors. Their backcourt they're the most adorable, tiny, teeny tiny backcourt of all time.
Just like my dick.
But Van Vliet and Lowry are just so fucking small, man. Like
Yeah.
that is tough. Like, sure, Kemba's not a huge guy, but then you got Marcus Smart, who's kind of like a long dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
yeah.
And then Tatum and Jaylen Brown are long, athletic players who can shoot.
Yeah. And game
Tice
7
was incredible. Tice had
played
a
great
series.
Yeah, he did. He really did play great. And you know what? They sort of played to his – Nick Nurse kind of made it possible for him to have a great series because he went super small. I mean, he went OG at the 5 a lot the last couple of games. But anyway, it was an incredible series. And
OG
the Raptors –
was great. OG hit so many big shots this series.
OG's really fucking good.
They stole game 3, okay?
Stole it.
They arguably stole game 6.
Yeah.
So they kind of stole 2 games. I mean –
and they took them all, and those were like last second or overtime games. I mean, these motherfuckers squeezed every last. That's the thing you can't say about the Raptors. Like the Raptors would never. Here's a good point. Here's a good thing to compare them to the Clippers. They would never lose 2 back-to-back games that they were elimination games they were leading by 16. Would never happen to a team.
They're scrappy as fuck.
They have fucking heart. They even game 7. It felt like Boston was fucking running them out the gym, and somehow they were within a shot at the end of the game. I mean, it was it was just like perseverance, and it's like you're watching the game, and you're like, this doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Boston should be blowing them out, but they were just that. And then unfortunately, Kyle Lowry, fouls out, and then when Siakam's playing like trash, you just have who is going to be the guy who takes the final shot. And
Siakam, this is a historically bad series for
bad.
Siakam. This is really bad. I have not seen a star play that badly. Like an all-star in the playoffs. When's the last time you saw an all-star collapse like that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know. I mean, for the whole series, not a lot. You see Harden have embarrassing game 6, game 6s and 7s, and obviously when we think of bad playoff series, we think LeBron and with the Mavericks, but that's totally different. I mean, that's the finals. That's but that's probably the most notable collapse.
That's true.
But yeah, Siakam Siakam's not LeBron. Let's not But at the same time, he was their he was an all-star. He was for lots of points in the beginning of the season.
He was their 4th best player for this series.
And at the beginning of the season, he was like a fringe MVP. At the very beginning, people he's going to be first team All NBA, and
And to his credit, look, he is a terrific player. I hope he bounces back. But
absolutely.
we're not trashing him. It's just
we love Spicy P around here, man.
I love him, dude.
I'm trying to see what his official.
But when Daniel Tice overachieves like that, and then this dude gives you nothing.
Yeah, dude.
I haven't seen a German fucking dominate like that since Hitler took Czechoslovakia. That was fucking
I was waiting for it.
I was like, how do I stick this landing?
Yeah.
but he really
Tice came in there like he was Angela Merkel to Greece after the financial crisis. We are taking your islands. We will take whatever we want.
Dude.
Yeah, I can't see his. I'm on a different laptop than usual. I don't know his phone.
It really it bummed me out for Pascal because he's a competitor. That hurt him, and Kyle Lowry was incredible. He is a Hall of Famer in my mind. I put that out, and some people are like, no, I think he is.
I agree.
6-time All-Star. I think he'll be a 7-time All-Star next year.
Yeah, dude. I think next year. In the East probably.
Who else is the East? I guess Kemba. They've got Kemba. You never know. Who else at point guard though? John Wall will be back. You never know.
Throughout the playoffs, he had 17, 7.5, and 3.8 while shooting under 40% and 18% from three. In the five, in game 7, he only had 13 on 5 of 12 and committed 5 turnovers. I mean, that's not what you need from him, man. It sucks. And he said, obviously I have to be better. Definitely a low moment for me, just a learning experience, just knowing that you got to be ready. And I wasn't able to really help my teammates and stuff. So yeah, I take a lot of the blame.
You know what the problem with Pascal is? Like, he is a great athletic open floor player, but like, it's like we talked about this even with Giannis, where it's like the shooting in the half court has got to be more consistent. That's what Kawhi was so good for them, is that he could get any shot he wanted. He could get to his spot so easily just with his strength. So you really miss that.
And obviously. To be fair to be fair to Pascal, it's like, this is a guy. The very fact that we're talking about him like this, that we're like, "Oof, when Pascal doesn't play good, you're fucked." I mean, this guy was like not even cracking the rotation 3 years ago. So it's like he's made incredible improvements, and I do think he'll be back. And I do think part of this team, they were defending the championship as valiantly as they could, but at the same time, they sort of overachieved. I mean, this team completely overachieved.
Without question.
This was a team that if they don't win the championship, and this is a team, if they hadn't won the championship last year, or if the city didn't have as emotional a connection to this roster, this is a team that gets sold for parts. This is a team that gets sold for draft picks. This is a team that gets sold to create cap space for 2021.
But this is some Spurs shit. Like, this is what a good franchise and a good culture does. You kind of I think we can kind of work with this. We got a great coach. We got a great GM. We have a great culture. We play well together. Like, this is how the Spurs have stayed relevant for as long as they did, minus this year, obviously. But
yeah, no, I agree. I agree. And that game was just it's a real testament to just fucking, sticking around and not quitting and just being champs. And they were, it's kind of old fashioned. You like to see that because you teams did used to do this shit where they're like, fuck it, we're going down with the ship. And I think it's cool that, they let Kyle Lowry become an even bigger Toronto legend as opposed to trading him for, the draft pick in the teens. You know what I mean? Like,
I saw
some things are worth more than that.
DeMar DeRozan tweeting about him, and I was like, man, I love that. I love that they're just fucking boys.
Yeah, dude.
I love they just stayed tight and supportive. And
absolutely.
But this Boston team is going to be tough to beat, I think, because they're going to lose to, I think, whoever comes out of the West.
Yeah.
But
I think the West is going to win this year for sure.
I think for sure. But I think Jason Tatum is clearly a star. Like, he is going to be a superstar by next year, I think he's already an all-star.
You could argue he's there, yeah. You could argue.
I mean, you're right. He might just be there. I mean, I don't want to give it to him with that pubic Amish beard he's got going on. He's so young with that beard. But, dude, he's probably – I remember seeing him in college and being like, man, I see it's such a good NBA body. I didn't think he'd be this explosive.
No, nobody did. I mean, nobody but Danny Ainge. I just wish that fucking stupid cocksucker had traded all those picks for Justice Winslow. I wish the stupid fucking Hornets had just made that. I wish the Heat, fucking Pat Riley. Danny Ainge was begging you to fleece him, Pat Riley, and you just. I mean, look, things have turned out well for Pat, and for the listeners that don't know the story, for the listeners that don't know this, Danny Ainge tried to trade a bunch. I think one of the picks that was Tatum, maybe no, that's too much, but he wanted to trade so many future picks for Justice Winslow, and that motherfucker, is in. Yeah,
but look how smart Ainge is to get. Right, I mean, dude, gets rid of.
He's smart, but my point is that would have fucking, direct the franchise. I'm just pissed he narrowly avoided that.
Look who went before Jason Tatum. Markelle Fultz, Alonzo Ball. Who do you want?
And not only that, but he convinced them to swap with him.
That number 3 pick is like a magic pick sometimes, man. That's the MJ pick.
Yeah.
The Luka pick.
MJ was 2, wasn't he?
He was 3. Akeem, Sam Bowie, and
oh fuck, you're right. You're right.
And Luka, baby.
You're right. Luka was 4, wasn't he?
3.
Oh, they traded?
Yeah.
They traded up?
And
Luka was
Trey
3?
Young. Trey Young went 5.
Fuck, that feels. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Trey Young, they traded or something. You're right. He was. Something about that feels weird.
So who are you rooting
Whatever.
for, Miami or Boston? I know you're rooting for Miami.
If Miami wasn't the team that just beat Giannis, it's an absolute no-brainer, and it still is a no-brainer because I do like the Miami. Like I fuck with. Look, you can't not like the Heat. They're cool. Miami's cool. Everyone's doing cocaine. They have huge ass. Ladies with just the most
Opposite
delicious
fan
looking.
bases. Opposite, like Boston is like gritty,
Fucking
hardcore.
nerds.
That's the one thing
Fucking
Boston's losing.
Plumbers'
from home court.
sons with bad teeth.
The fans have to yell slurs over Zoom now.
Yeah.
That's what's awesome. They've lost their home court advantage. Like, we can just mute you now. We can't, But
Yeah.
Miami is, Jimmy Butler, I kind of love Jimmy. I kind of love Dragic over,
Dude.
Dragic willing to come off the bench and just balling, dude.
Yep. And which is crazy. I think didn't Miami have a deal to send him to Dallas? And thank God that didn't work out. Anyway, yeah, dude. Just
Can you imagine if they had Dragic, Luka, and KP? That would be the white supremacist all stars team.
They already are. Yeah. We gotta really see. Look, like Mark Cuban is a brilliant marketer. Is he just going to make this the MAGA team? He's like, it's begging for you right there. He's like,
shitting on Trump on Twitter too much.
I know. He's like, look, boys, nobody is listen, we're all standing for the anthem. Okay. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what, if you want to get paid by Cuban, if you want Cubes to sign that paycheck, you're standing straight the fuck up. He's going full Jerry Jones.
Real protesting is in here. Okay?
Yeah.
We don't need to make any headlines. Real disruptions internal. It's internal, baby. We need I think Boston's gonna win. I think Miami.
No, I'm in.
Really?
Dude, this conversation has fired me up to root hard for Miami. Just thinking about it for 5 seconds, after I just had to wash Giannis losing to them off me. And now that I have, and now that we've talked about it, give me Jimmy Butler's fucking incredible revenge. Like, this is Jimmy Butler's revenge season. He's fucking killing it. I want him to beat Boston. He can lose in the finals.
He's killing it because he's shooting like 4 for 8 some games, and they're still winning. It's like he kind of doesn't need to dominate because their style of play is very selfless. Bam doesn't have a huge game. Duncan Robinson might disappear one game. The next game he might show up with 20. Same with Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero. I like Tyler Hero. I like Dragic. Dragic fucking has a place in my heart. Yeah, dude. It's a no-brainer. I'm rooting for fucking Miami. I mean, it's the Heat.
Liz from the Cellars, a diehard
Liz, of
Miami
course.
fan. I got to do
Our
it
girl
for Liz.
We got to do it for Liz. And
her mom her mom is hardcore. Like when Hassan Whiteside was at the Cellar, we had to send her the pics, so she was like, fucking, holy shit.
Yeah, the Heat fucking rule. Pat Riley fucking rules.
Do you know how hard it is for me as a Knicks fan, though? Like,
the
root between the Celtics and the Heat.
Brutal.
I have so much anger still towards fuck the Tim Hardaway, Bashan Leonard, Thunder Dan, Alonzo Mourning, fuck PJ Brown forever for flipping Charlie Ward. I'll never watch that out. Oh, I'm so angry still. And, the Pacers and the Heat are my 2 least favorite memories of childhood. And then the Celtics have just ripped my heart out forever. Like the one time we were good, they were bad. And then in like the 2000s, just memories of Paul Pierce just dancing until the fucking shot clock would run down and just draining it in whoever we had's eyes. It
really hurts to be a Knicks. Like, it must hurt as a Knicks fan when you see what Pat Riley has built, and you're like, we had him in the building. We couldn't have made him the offer to just do whatever he wanted.
I cried.
Imagine
as a kid. I was I was fucking 9 when he left. I fucking cried. I knew it was over. I knew he was a genius.
Imagine like New York, like MSG, LL the advantages plus Pat Riley. You just say to him, do whatever the fuck you want. Unfortunately, I mean, the Knicks could have what Miami has, dude. The Knicks could be the one who, like, the Knicks should already be attracting free agents the way Miami does. But anyway, I mean, I guess Miami also has
I
like
hated the
South
Heat
Beach,
so much in the
and they have
90s.
no tax, which is a
But
huge.
the Miami fans are fucking bullshit for the most part. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know some good ones. My boy Andrew from Gotham, Andrew Schwartzel, diehard Miami guy. I have some friends who are like diehard.
No,
Heat
but
fans.
the fucking stadium's not full until like the second quarter.
Exactly. And I always remember that game where they walked out early and then the
Yes.
Heat came back and won in the finals and they're trying
To
to get
no
back
one.
in.
Yeah.
And it's like, you fucking deserve
In
to
the
not see it.
finals, dude. In the fucking finals.
You don't walk out till the music is playing, dude.
That's
You
right,
don't.
brother. And listen, and we have had some practice sticking around till a fully losing effort. We have done it over and over again, and we will continue to do it over and over again. Anyway.
I've had to listen to every single version of like the Pump Up Knicks music. We are the New York Knicks, or Take Me Home. Every fucking version, I've had to be like, "This is our year." Canby rhymes with candy or whatever. Well, fucking the song works.
I'm gonna pick the fucking Heat because it's gonna energize me. It's gonna.
Are you picking the Heat or are you rooting?
I am picking and rooting. I'm picking with my heart.
How many games?
7. Heat and 7.
See, I picked the Celtics to win last series, but I wanted the Raptors to win. I thought the Celtics. I mean, the Patriots.
You know what? I'm going to say Heat and 6. Fuck it.
What?
Fuck the Celtics. Fuck the Celtics.
I just think the Celtics have. Here's what worries me.
No, you're right. Heat and 7.
Here's what worries me about.
What are you picking? Celtics and 6?
I think the Celtics in 6 or 7 probably. My fear for the Heat, and I want the Heat to win. My fear for them is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Jimmy Butler can take over in the fourth quarter. I just think guys like Tatum has looked so electric in crunch time with these big shots. He can create his own shot.
He has, but he's also disappeared in certain games. I mean,
he has, but his numbers are pretty outstanding.
His numbers are unbelievable. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, if we're talking pure clutch, it's like, I don't know. Jimmy Butler's almost like he's the player of these playoffs. The way he's performed. I mean, it's the number one.
Dude, maybe I'm wrong, dude. I want you to be right. I'm trying to remove any emotion.
Yeah,
and I'm trying to
I'm full emotion. Fuck the Celtics. I'm turning every wound that the Heat inflicted upon me, and I'm pointing it. This has become a BDSM relationship now. They've completely they've topped me. I've accepted it, and now I'm their obedient little slave. I'm their obedient little fuck pig right now.
You and Mike Budenholzer are just tied up like this. You're like, fuck! Please let me come, mistress.
Me and Mike Budenholzer in the gimp suit, begging for permission to bust.
And you're like, please trade Giannis. And she's like, no, you have to watch him suffer for another season in Milwaukee.
No, please.
So shooting even more threes.
No, just step on my nuts with those heels instead. I'm begging you. So, okay, nice. And then, dude, I'm picking with my heart again. Game 7. Nuggets, baby.
I can't do it.
Nugs, baby.
I do want to see the Clippers versus the Lakers, just the Battle of LA. It's gonna just be good TV, I think. I want to see LeBron versus Kawhi. They're both at the what feels like the height of their powers. LeBron is still unstoppable.
LeBron's not at the height of his fucking powers, dude. LeBron
35 and he led the league in assists. He's still a fucking closer.
It's not. I mean, look, LeBron is still amazing. Don't get me wrong, but he's not Miami LeBron.
He's smarter, and he's got a better 3-point shot. He's not as athletic, but it's like it's
no. But
like
I'm with you.
It's kind of like
I'm
MJ
sorry. That was
later.
a nitpick. That was nitpicky. But yes, I'm with you. LeBron isn't. You know what it is? LeBron, he is smart. It's not like he's lost a step. It's that he chooses when to be LeBron.
He still fucking explodes, man.
When he is just as good. He just picks his spots. But when he is LeBron, he's the LeBron we know. He is Miami LeBron sometimes. I mean, we talked about it. Look at that fucking Tom. He's fucking double clutching in the game in the playoffs.
There's some factors for the Lakers though. First off, playoff Rondo is one, but then you forget about another factor. Will Rondo on the sidelines. That motherfucker is going to be on the sidelines trolling, and that it might get to Paul George. Paul George is not as thick-skinned.
Will Rondo, yes. A lot of people don't. I don't know if you guys. The reason Will Rondo is in there is because he's running the barbershops. So you know what he's going to do? He's going to fuck up Paul George's line. He's gonna fuck up. He's gonna get a divot in his fucking shape up. He's gonna look like
he's got a
shit.
nice hairline too.
Yeah,
Paul
he's
George.
gonna fuck up his line, and he's gonna be like Samson. Will Rondo will fuck up. He's gonna fuck up Paul George's hair. He's already self-conscious, and that's gonna be the factor. I love it, Sam. That's a great call.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Lakers Clippers. I want it to happen, but if it's Lakers Nuggets, I'll get just as excited. I'm just happy.
Dude,
I'm happy
don't
to
get
still
me
have
wrong.
ball.
I was not excited. I was not excited because I didn't think it was a possibility. But I think it's the Nuggets, if they win, have earned our, like, we should be just as interested because it's like, whoa, what is this team capable of? Because in theory, the Clippers are maybe even a worse matchup for them defensively than the Lakers are. I mean, I don't know. AD is so good on Jokic. That's actually probably not true. But
Jokic, as great as he is, AD is the best big man defender in the league.
Yeah, that's not true.
As great as Gobert is.
The Lakers are a much bigger problem for Jokic.
As great as Gobert is, just in terms of athleticism, AD it can just match up to any big in the league. I think AD is the best. As great as Jokic is, I think he's made a case that he's the number 2 big in the NBA right now behind AD.
Yeah, I think AD is it becomes a real problem because the Clippers just don't have anyone for Jokic. You see that in how much they are forced to play Zubac. I mean, straight up, Trez can't do it.
He's just not big enough. It's an insane task.
But the Lakers are a much better matchup for Murray. You know what I mean? Like, this could be another one where it's like, all right, Murray, let's see if you want to see what Murray's really capable of, that's a really good series. So I don't know. I just think if the Nuggets do this and they do it from 3-1 behind, but both series, it's like, yeah, I want to see if this team can fucking beat the Lakers. I'm curious, dude. I really want to see what this team is made of, and I want to see if these guys can really make a run. I mean,
clearly Jokic he's become like a go-to guy. He just needs a little help. Like, he needs, I think, a Michael Porter to take a step next year. This team is going to be dangerous for years, I think. They just need
they've proven that. They've proven that they're not going to go away. They're not going to stay.
If they somehow landed Bradley Beal, which there were like murmurs.
Yeah,
imagine.
I just don't see that now.
I don't see
them
it now,
trading
but I'm
Michael
just
Porter
saying,
anymore.
I don't either, but I'm just saying, imagine Jamal Murray and Bradley Beal. Like, the shooting would be fucking insane.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal with any room. I mean, that's another thing, dude. Bradley Beal, another guy who wasn't an all-star this year.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that's bullshit. But anyway, yeah, looking forward to these. I mean, I can't believe we get – thank you to the Nuggets for maximizing how much hoops we get to watch, man. I thought this round would be over. I'm so thrilled to be able to watch Game 7. I guess
shout out to Gary Harris, man, for coming back and making some amazing plays today.
Yeah, great defensive effort, and didn't shoot great, but shot great when it mattered in the fourth.
And made some amazing strips throughout the game.
Made some big defensive plays and big buckets at key moments, even though he wasn't that great overall. But yeah, Gary Harris has been so important for them to get back because he just, before that, they just didn't have anything defensively. So yeah, very much looking forward to this. Can't wait to see Game 7. I wonder, are they going to start Raptors Celtics? Are they going to –
Miami Celtics?
Or I'm sorry, yeah, Miami Celtics. Is that going to start – when is that starting? Are they going to wait for these?
I believe Tuesday, but I could be wrong.
Wow, no game scheduled for Monday. That sucks.
That's going to be rough.
Oh, my God. What?
I am roasting a model from San Juan's boyfriend for his 40th birthday tomorrow. So I'll be busy anyway over Zoom.
I'm pissed, dude. I can't believe this.
Yeah.
There's no basketball. I'm so sad. Are you fucking kidding me? Why didn't they do this? I'm fucking pissed off, dude.
Yeah, I'm really actually a little nervous to face my life right now. So if we can just get some exhibition games or maybe some games going.
Fucking.
I
can't believe this.
Football this season again? I think I'm going.
I guess I'm gonna have to watch Monday Night Football.
Giants are playing tomorrow.
Oh,
that's my team.
Yeah, the Ravens just wrecked the Browns today.
And shout out to Trey Wingo and his wife and his
shouts out
for coming out last night in Connecticut. Amazing shows.
That's awesome.
I got more shows on my website, so check them. I'm working outdoors a lot.
Yeah, you know what?
.com.
I am actually myself. I'm gonna start, and I will have. I think on the 16th of October, I'm doing A show you did. I did the tent Soul Joel's tent show. Where's that?
Excellent. Although, did you see the clip of the
fireworks?
That's not his fault. He runs an
Yeah.
amazing show, and
That's awesome.
James Mattern, our boy, an alum of
Mad Dog, yes.
this show and People Talking Sports.
Yes, a double.
Hosts it, and he's like the best host. It's so
great.
fun. I love him.
So I'll be there the 16th. Where is that? Do you remember where it was?
Royersford, Pennsylvania.
Royersford, Pennsylvania, babe. Wherever the fuck that is, I'll be there on the 16th of October.
A lot of people without masks coming over and just talking real close to me after the show.
Do not be doing that unless you're hot and want to have sex with me.
They're the best crowd, and they're like really cool people, and it's set up in such a cool way. So it's great.
Yeah, I can't wait. Hopefully it's not cold as fucking Royersford on October 16th.
Bring a jacket, man. I've been wearing a jacket on stage again.
Nice.
And it's kind of nice. You're like, man, I'll wear a fucking winter coat. I'll do this I'll do this as long as I can. Get a heat lamp. I'll wear a North Face. You think I won't, man? I'm fired up. I'm so happy to be performing again. I'm thinking about taping something soon. I'm like,
you should.
I feel like I got enough new that I can at least put out my own shit, like at least 30 to 40 minutes. So
cool. Yeah. I am not doing any of that. I am hoping I haven't forgotten how to do stand-up.
You haven't. You'll get it. It might take a show or two, but you'll get it back.
Yeah. I can't wait. So yeah, I will be performing, and hopefully you'll catch, if you're around New York, any of those illegal shows. I can't promote them, but maybe I would be at one or two. We'll see. Anyway, folks, I'm so pissed that Monday's the first time there's no hoops, and like I can't remember.
Let's check in on each other.
I'm pissed off, dude. I hope it's a Monday Night Football doubleheader so I can watch something. Anyway, that's fine. Why wouldn't they just play one game? Why are they doing two on Tuesday?
When basketball season ends, we're still going to do 2 a week with the Patreon. We'll get good guests on.
Yeah, it'll be. Look, it's one thing to do when it happens when I'm expecting it. No, but I cannot believe that they're doing this now. I cannot believe that they're not staggering the games. I guess they didn't think Nuggets Clippers would go to a game.
Well, they should have thought. I need entertainment.
I'm so fucking pissed off, dude. Anyway.
Oh, dude, I really am just like grateful.
I can't believe there's no basketball
right now, dude. I mean, imagine if this bubble didn't happen, how sad our lives would be.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Anyway, all right. Well, I'm going to try and fucking rally back from this sad reality that Monday I will not be watching basketball. But when we do watch basketball, Tuesday is going to be fucking awesome. There's a doubleheader. We get to watch Heat Celtics at 6:30 and then Nuggets Clippers at 9. So that actually is going to rock. So let's think about how positive Tuesday is going to be and not how shitty Monday is going to be.
I'm looking forward to it, and we'll and remember to leave us nice reviews, because someone gave us a 4-star review saying we talked about pegging too much. Well, guess what, dude? We're about to talk about it even fucking more.
That's right.
What? Just leave us a review.
You know what? In fact, Sam, because we're gonna read some of the good reviews we get. If you leave an awesome 5-star review, we are gonna read it on. In fact, let's start now with Cool Forever, who left this on 09. Who left us on the 9th of September recently. Great analysis. Only basketball pod that correctly predicted playoff rondo would be a factor. I just wish they talked more about pegging. Thanks. How about that? More about pegging. That's correct. And here we got one from Tuna with a Tuba. They write, representation matters. Finally, a podcast about a man suffering from deep psychosis from his own perspective. Sam Morrell gives a stunning and honest depiction of struggling with a profound mental illness. Listen to him endlessly gaslight himself into thinking the Knicks will ever be good. That's as good a pitch for the show as any that I can think of. So listen to Tuna with a Tuba.
It's like I know that there is a sadness to it, and I can't shake it. Like, I really feel like I'm part of the Church of Scientology or something, where people are like, "This is evil and wrong," and I'm like, "I know, but I can't do it.
I can't quit them." So anyway, thank you for those nice reviews, and leave us some nice reviews. And if we deem them good enough, we're gonna fucking read them on the show.
We have funny ass listeners. Like I read a couple and I was like, we have really funny.
Yeah, maybe we'll even go into the archives to reward the people that have given us 5 stars. So we'll read at least a couple an episode.
And follow us on socials too, with the Pod Don't Lie MBA on Twitter and Pod Don't Lie on IG.
Follow us on that. I'm taking a little social media break this week. Usually I live tweet the big games, but follow us. We will definitely be live tweeting the conference finals. next week and the weekend and the finals for sure. So anyway, follow us there. Subscribe to the Patreon if you haven't already, and enjoy basketball. We're heading into the home stretch, team. We will talk to you guys on Friday with the Patreon, and then again next Monday or Tuesday for the free app. See you then. Bye.